It's low-cost keyboard season, and I have another one here. This is another Sama keyboard here. This one is the SM68 here. Sama is the brand. You can see that there. I'm gonna kick out a little bit, but this one here is a mechanical. I picked up two from them. I picked up a non-mechanical, and this is a mechanical. This one here is a 68 key hot swappable keyboard, which is really nice. This one I bought myself, so we're gonna give it a test here. It looks like it has sound dampening feature. Full anti-ghosting, that's nice. Otomu red switches, a linear switch. I'm not a linear switch kind of guy, but we'll see how I like it. It's hot swappable, so it doesn't really matter if I don't like it. I got this for a really good price, actually. It says red switches, but they look like they're pink. So I guess that's their version of red. It's just a nice little pretty pink with a lime kind of thing. It's nice that these come with replaceable keycaps, but it's more going to be a look at the actual keyboard. So you can see it does have a similar aesthetic to my keyboard in the back. I'm on like pastels mode nowadays, in this like zone of pastels. So it does have a bit of a wedge there, you can see, with some design. That'll be a light there, obviously. A little bit of a natural wedge to it to keep it propped up. On the bottom there we have a two-stage kick. So we have the flat one, which is like, I guess it's a three-stage flat there with some rubber feet. You can kick it up by one, or you can kick it up by two, so you can get quite a bit of height there. Looks like there's more lights on the bottom there, so there's lights on the bottom, and there's lights on each side there, and they wrap around the back, so you get quite a bit of lighting there. On and off switch there. It does, oh, thank God, it does have a dongle, so we're going to be wired or 2.5G. Try both, I guess. Don't want to lose that. Has a little parking spot for it there. That looks good. Nice plastic material, harder plastic over there. This is a little bit of like a premium plastic there. You can see the design there. Decent weight to it. You can feel there's some parts inside of that, giving it some weight there. It definitely doesn't feel heavy, I would say, but it's certainly not light either. It's kind of right in the middle. Does not slide around. Nice feet there. Decent. I actually kind of like this layout here. So, rather than being like a 60% keyboard where this is kind of embedded in there and you basically have to always function out. I need to have dedicated direction keys for me. Some people don't need that. That is critical for me because of what I do. I need to navigate this Excel spreadsheet. It's really nice. And then having a dedicated up and down is really nice, actually. There's not a lot of other things on the side. It's just up and down. It's actually very useful for me because, again, I do a lot of Excel spreadsheets, so I can navigate around there, quickly go up, down, and I do actually really like the dedicated delete over there. So, again, spreadsheets. So I can do backspace, that kind of stuff there. Really, really nice. I have no idea what this does here. Looks like it says light on and off. This might be a brightness thing because it has a volume off and a light thing off. Pull that off there, bring it up to the camera. It's got some pretty nice texture on it. Oh, it actually has some printing on the front there too. So you kind of get both sides of the printing there. So if you're looking at it on an angle, you can see all the kind of, the functions like that. And then on the top, printing is pretty good. I'd say it's not, like the best I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. The keycap itself is a nice keycap, I would say. And the texture of the, I don't know, paint or whatever I'd call it is pretty nice. So yeah, the plastic feels good. The printing looks good. There's the keycap itself. It says it's a red linear switch. It's pink colored, but it's a red type switch, which is really nice that it has a little pink accent. Isn't that cute? Even though you don't see it, it's under there and you know that it's pink underneath. So that's cool. It's got a little bit of a lime green vibe to it. And per key RGB, you can see the RGB LED under there. Very nice. Oh, I guess that was just like a warning. Oh, you can't see that on camera. See how that's freaking out on camera? It's not doing that in real life. I may have to adjust my recording speed because that is looking quite nasty on camera, but it is not doing that in real life. So. Okay, so I guess the one negative to start here, like you can see here, I'll cut to the film there. That flash there, I can't see that even on the side there. It's really weird. Like whatever it is, the hertz refresh rate just doesn't sync with a 60 FPS recording. See how it's flashing like that? Right? I don't see that. That's not happening to me. So yeah. Okay, so let's just get into like a typing test. Feels pretty nice, I would say, right off the bat. You know, it's not the best mechanical switch that I've ever used. You can feel like the Gateron-ness of it, I guess. So Gateron red, but it feels nice overall. If it's a pretty nice typing experience. I like the texture of the keycaps. It has a little bit of a texture to it. It's not just like completely smooth, you know, like something like that. It has a little bit of a texture to it, and I like the color of it. The typing experience is nice, so overall it's pretty nice to type on. It has a ton of different RGB effects. We're not going to go through them because they're going to drive everybody crazy because it's going, but there's a lot of different RGB effects on this, apparently 22, so that's cool. This thing here apparently controls volume. You can see that there. All right, so that's controlling my volume there. So that's actually pretty useful. I can just go like that. I guess if I press this again, is that just going to mute it? Yeah, so that's mute and mute off. That's pretty cool. I actually kind of like that. But overall, yeah, it's a pretty nice keyboard. I don't need to go into too much detail about it. It does have this weird flashing thing that you can't see in person. It comes with 2.4 gigahertz, and it also comes with, obviously, wired. That's pretty nice. You know, you can control the brightness up and down, left and right there. You get all your function keys. It's kind of nice that they're printed also on the sides there towards me, right? So I get like my extra functions, print screen, all this kind of stuff here on there, you know, volume up, volume down. Of course, you can choose the knob there. And this is really cool here. I actually really like the dedicated up, down, down, up, and delete keys. You don't need to have a full kind of thing on the side there. For some people don't like it, but you still get access to your delete up, page down. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this for the price. It was very, very cheap. I see them go on sale quite a bit, like a lot actually. So the quality of it's really nice as well. So let's quickly just pop this off here. This is an up, down style one. So we're gonna go like that. Very straightforward, right? Put that in there. Now I have a jelly blue keyboard. But overall, it's a nice keyboard. I like it. The RGB shows up really bad on camera, but in person, it's quite nice. I just don't want to show it off too much on camera because it gets that weird flashy thing. But it's a really nice keyboard. So if you can pick this up for a good price, you know, I wouldn't pay 150 bucks for this. I don't think it's worth that.